Hello and welcome! This is Mousegunner, and we're back with some more Stellaris, returning to the Redwall playthrough. And we established another colony here, and we have a constructed ship working at the moment. Outside of this one bit of energy, though, there really isn't anything else we can exploit at the moment until the border moves a little bit. But before we go ahead, let's just go ahead and make sure that every planet has everything set up, because I have a lot of mineral resources here to take advantage of. So it might be a good call to continue building destroyers. But I'm going to wait. I'm going to see what else we've got going here. So I am going to start upgrading spaceports, and that's going to be fairly expensive, but worth it. As a matter of fact, we need to build a spaceport that I forgot to build. Alright, so that's going to take care of most of those planets. Now let's take a look at their surface. We're pretty much good on buildings on Navi Prime. Now, the one edict is probably going to run out soon. 2235. Yeah, next year, actually in about 6 months, this is going to run out. So we're probably going to want to start building things here. Even if we don't have population to work the buildings, the discount is just too good here. So I think what I'm going to do is we'll build power plant. I mean, this only costs 39 minerals to build. Then we'll go with the research labs as well. So we're gonna have one here and one. I could do the mausoleum. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna have the influence probably in time to do it, but that would have been very cheap if I had done so. But yeah, we're just going to do science labs here. That's going to be good for now. Let's go on to our next planet. Okay, so we're going to have a population point here. I'm going to go to a physics research. We don't really need physics research. What we need is society at the moment. Society research is really lagging behind, and we're also going to meet that with a basic science lab as well. I know we have more minerals and things, but right now I think our mineral gain is okay. We need to get that science up and running if we have any hope for the future here. Okay, so we have a lot of population on this planet. I'm going to go ahead and move this guy around. We can upgrade here, but I don't have the resources to do it because I need influence. We have buildings everywhere we need it outside of here, which we're going to need power plant. And I think I'm going to go ahead and build the science lab now because I expect this population to hit soon. Okay, so that's pretty much everything that we can do at the moment. So let's come back over. And we have Corvette assembly yards. I'm not really interested in that, as those are the smallest class of ships. I'm going to build... How many destroyers do we have in the fleet right now? We have 6, 9, 1. And frigates, I think, are the same size. So I'm going to go ahead, said 6, and build 2 more for now. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come into the contacts here. And we're going to talk to these guys. Our relationship with them is pretty good. Let's see what we can do. We want to commission RPs. So we want to become your patron. Okay. Tell us more about your... I don't know what this festival is. Let's see what they say about it. All right. Organizing a festival that of that scale would require all of our artisans bringing their talent. Not an easy job. Or cheap. Alright, well, it doesn't really tell me what it does. That's the unfortunate thing about these guys, is I have actually no idea what any of this does. We want to commission an art piece. Alright, so this costs influence no matter what I do. So, unfortunately, I cannot afford that. Out of curiosity, if I were to... There's one other choice here. If I were to become their patron... That would be 25 of both resources, energy, and minerals a month. And I can afford that, technically. I mean, I have a colony right now that's kind of limiting that a little bit. I'm going to say no deal for now. Well, as a matter of fact, I'm just going to close that. I could also trade here for more minerals or more energy, but I think really we don't need either of those things. So, I guess we'll just sit tight for now. We have plenty of mineral resources. One thing I can do is I can go and check out my sectors and see how they are doing. For instance, we just established this sector. Let's give them a couple things of minerals. As a matter of fact, we'll do that. Okay. All right, well, let's go ahead and go forward here. Right now, a lot of it is just waiting game as we get our border to expand here, which it'll eventually do.
Construction complete.
And then once we're done there, we'll get this planet here. So this is now within our space. So I'm going to go ahead and go over there. We'll build mining stations. If I'm lucky, this system will fall within our border anyway. May not, but if I'm lucky. It looks like we are very close to grabbing this system.
Colony established. Construction complete.
Alright, so the colony's established. I did temporarily have a governor that I shifted over to a sector. I'm going to want to grab the governor. No, I'm not going to rename them. Yeah. Okay. So now they're going to be governor over here. Of course, I probably want one of the blocker governors, actually. But you're a Navi Prime. I'm going to go ahead and grab the guy from Navi Prime, because we already did a lot of our construction. And then I'm going to grab Navi Prime and give them this guy here. So, yeah, there we go. Should be good on governors here, everybody having one. Perfect. Okay, this is a very high-skilled general. Governor. Okay, so we want to be clearing blockers, because right now there's not really anything we can produce necessarily, so I'm going to clear this blocker first, and then we might as well queue up the other blocker clear. Unfortunately, a lot of the blockers here I can't do a whole lot about. Oh, look at that. This empire up here has established something. I'm going to assume an outpost of some kind, which is actually caused me some issues here. I don't know if I can colonize a planet that's not within my space. Yeah, inside another empire's borders. So that really sucks, because I was really planning on this, and as a matter of fact, it looks like our border would have extended there if that hadn't happened. I'm fairly certain they put an outpost, I'm going to assume over here. The only really way that we'd be able to fight that is putting an outpost of our own. More than likely in this system or this system here. Would probably push the border enough, but of course I have to have the influence to be able to do that, so that's unlikely. How are we doing over here? Oh, actually, we want to come over here. I do also want to build a spaceport here. And you finished your upgrade. I don't see a reason why not to continue upgrading our spaceports as long as we have the resources to do it. I mean, it's going to drain some of our energy credits here, but I think it's still worth doing. And we have the same upgrade to do on Navi Prime as well. Okay, well, what do we got here? This is Navi Prime, so we have buildings that aren't being worked, which is fine. I built more buildings than obviously I needed there. And how is our research going? We're 14 months away from that, 3 months away from that, and then 78 months away from that. Quite a time we're gonna have to wait on that.
Construction complete. Research complete.
What do we got here? A scientist has died. Which scientist is that? Oh, no. That's one of our good scientists. He died just as he finished the project. Alright, well, I'm actually really low on scientists now. Only having 2, so I can't actually swap somebody in at the moment. And I don't have the influence to be able to afford one either. So this is where I think getting rid of this outpost has to happen now. I'm just a little bit nervous about how my border is going to be affected, because we might have some push here and we might lose these systems. But I think at this point, we got to do it. We're running low on influence here, so I'm just going to go ahead and disband. Let's see what happens to borders. Oh, let's do the research too. Okay. So we've got... I actually forget. Yeah, it was power. So we've got increased point defense. We have survey speed. And then we have research alternatives. I kind of like that. I'm going to go for that. Fortunately, we don't have a scientist there, so it's going to take quite a while. But what I am going to do is go into the ship designer now that we have upgraded ships. So first we're going to start with the Corvette. I'm going to get our upgraded engines and upgraded sensors. Okay, so we're good there. Now let's upgrade the reactor to better tech. And I think that's probably going to be it for this upgrade. So let's go ahead and save that. Okay, and then let's go over to Destroyer. Same kind of advances, so engines and sensors are going to go up. And then we're also going to upgrade the power generation. Probably going to go a little bit heavier with the power generation upgrade because we're also going to, I think, add in extra deflectors. Okay, well, it looks like maybe I went a little overboard with the power upgrade. So if I do... Oh, okay, so this is going to be one of those things that it's going to be, like, in between where I'd like it. Alternatively, what I could do is do that, and then... Alright. Let's take things back a bit here. So we had... So that gives us 24 armor and 40 shields. So... I don't think there's an easy way to really do this. I think I'm just gonna deal with the extra power for now. More power than we need. So we're gonna have 20 armor, 80 shields, and save that up. Yes. Okay, moving along. I think it's time to start upgrading some of my other stuff. So you can get better engines. And then we're going to need a little bit more power, probably. There we go. Save that. I kind of wish that the AI would, when it's, you know, auto-design, I wish the AI would do it. Oh, here we go. Auto-upgrade. That's what we want. Then we'll do, yes. So we'll get all these other ones to auto-upgrade. Not sure if that's gonna do what I want it to do. I have a feeling that's not what I want. Yeah, that's what I want. Yes, it says auto-update components to a higher level when they are unlocked. So, at the moment, they're not doing that because I haven't unlocked things, but next time I unlock something, it'll probably fix things, so that's fine. I prefer doing these myself, the military ships. Okay, so I think we're more or less good to go, so...
Construction complete.
Alright, what do we have? Construction. Oh, so all the space stations are good to go. What do we have going on here? Alright, we're pretty much golden. So all we have left is to build this basic mine, which I'm going to go ahead and do. And then mostly we're just working things out here. So our physics and engineering research are equal now. Alright, well, I don't really feel like I have much to build now, and we have gone past the Edict of Navi Prime, so that's gone. No active edicts. And edicts are just too expensive at this point to actually do, even with discounts. So we're probably going to hold off on that because we need that influence for other things. Alright, so construction ship is still working on things. Our science ship is kind of just hanging out because it's got nothing else to do. Okay. Let's end this. Okay, so who just did that? These guys. They just rivaled me. Okay. Well, that's actually going to help me a little bit in so far as I can rival them as well. So they've kind of made my decision for me. That's actually very unfortunate because I think we would have had a friendly relationship with them otherwise, because they're collectivist. And these guys here would normally be kind of more our enemies, and these guys would probably be more our friends, but they decided to rival me, and there's not a whole lot I can do about that. So I'm going to go ahead, declare my rivalry, which will give us 0.6 influence, which is good. And then that should make these guys like us now. So I didn't think these guys would be allies. As a matter of fact, I'm not so sure I really want them to be allies because I want this planet. But it looks like so far that is the case. Okay, very interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and see what else can we build here. I mean, we've got the engineering science stuff right here, and my construction ship's already there. Oh, fleet. Can you go ahead and upgrade, please? Okay, you know what? Why don't you build the research stations while you're there? Okay, alien specimen procurement. The director of the Museum of Exobiology in Redwall has issued a request for the procurement of several live alien specimens. These creatures were spotted and surveyed in habitable worlds, but they are difficult to capture. It will require the full resources of a science ship for a lengthy period of time. We will gather these, or no, we don't have the resources to spare. Honestly, I don't, because I don't have an extra scientist. On the other hand, this is a long-term goal, and it wouldn't hurt to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and do it nonetheless.
Situation log updated. Ships upgraded. Construction complete.
And another thing I'd like to do is grab my scientist now because I can actually afford it. So let's go to leaders here. Recruit. Alright, so you've got careful. I don't really care about that. I prefer the research bonuses. This is a nice young guy too, so we'll recruit. And then let's go to our research. And I guess we'll just slot him in there. There we go. No longer are we having a penalty. Our science ship still can't really do anything, though, because it does not have a science officer. So it's going to be
construction complete.
Saving up for the meantime. Alright, so Iblin over here is pretty much done. so far until we get more research unlocked here. Society research. This is why society research is going to be important.
Research complete.
All right, here we go. I'm hoping that this is going to actually be some useful stuff. So we've got a visitor center. It's going to be useful in some of our less habitable worlds. Let's go ahead and select a new research, though. All right, I really very much want the biolab. Orbital hydroponic farms can be good, but the biolab is the most important thing here. All right, so we've kind of hit a wall here of expansion.
Construction complete.
All right.
Situation log updated.
We've encountered some form of alien vessels in the Navi system. These strange objects are flagged as Z-aliens, until we can learn more about them. All right, what are they? They are gone. Whoops. I thought I had paused it. So much for pausing it. Okay, well, whatever it was, it looked like it jumped out. So I'm going to assume that's another empire. Let's see if we can get on contact with them. Actually, that'd be here. And no, I don't want that. I want this. There we go. Research. Oh, construction ship. We were going to do stuff with you. You are in my space. You are not. And you are, but I can't really do much with you because you've got that dreadnought. I'm going to come over here and build the research station first.
Special project complete.
Alright, communications established. After successfully translating their language, we have established communications with the centralized Debulan community commonalities. Diplomatic channels are now open, and all hostilities have been terminated. Let's go ahead and slow things down so we don't rocket off here. So these guys are spiritualists, and they are xenophobes. So we're going to have kind of one thing that they like us about, and one thing that they don't like us about. I speak on behalf of the centralized Dabulan commonalities, and I come with a message of our a message for your depraved species. As long as you stay out of our internal affairs and treat our great leader, Empress Shulma I, with reverence, there may be peace between our nations. So I'm just gonna go the spiritualist route. We share the same divine heritage, Dabulans. Alright, let's see where they are. Oh, they're way over there. What are they doing over here? Meddling, probably. Out of curiosity, can I take my science ship and actually jump over here? No, not an easy route. No, I can't. Alright, well, forget it. I guess I can have you upgrade. What are the latest designs for a science ship? Alright, we'll save that. That might be one issue with the auto update, is it might not add on systems, it might only upgrade them, so I have to keep that in mind. In any case, let's go ahead and upgrade this guy. So, yes. Okay. And my task force, I'm gonna go ahead and go to Redwall. Well, I'm not gonna do anything at Redwall, actually.
Ships upgraded. Construction complete.
Okay, so Redwall, build me Few more destroyers. We want to keep up with people. So these guys are pathetic. Well, we're mostly equivalent here. These guys are inferior. Interesting. Alright, well. We can now afford another scientist, so I'm just going to go ahead and take a look at that. What do we got here? Anomaly discovery chance. We're going to go with this guy. He's 38, a little bit younger. Recruit him, and we'll put him on our science ship tier, and go. And let's go and get these aliens. They look like they're mostly within my own space, so we'll get this one over here first. I probably have to go into the system view to actually get it to do what I need it to do. Come on over. What? Science ship. Oh. He has to have a skill of 3 or higher. Well, that's not going to happen. What I could do is I can switch this guy out. So you go there. You're going to be doing sciencey stuff. And then science ship. I'm going to grab the available guy here. And then we're going to do that project. Science ship. There we go. Now it's letting me do it because I have enough skill level to do it. Okay. Alright, Galactic Resethi State has declared Sin Centralized Suns their rival. So that's the guy that we're... Who was that did it? Galactic Resethi. So our rivals are rivaled with our other rival, which makes things kind of interesting. Kind of wish that they weren't our rival, because then we would probably be friends. Let's take a look at them really quickly. So they're... Who again? Wait, where are we? There we are. So these guys. So they're... Hero Nations and Redwall Abbey. Alright, well, that's fine. No wars yet that I'm aware of. Okay, the Galactic Resethi State has declared that these guys are also rivaled to these guys over here. Alright. I almost want to go to war with these guys just so that I can eliminate the station that's over here that gives them that border presence that they currently have. I'm fairly certain I could win the war. The only problem is I know my ally won't get involved, and I could be attacked by both my rivals here, as they might see a chance to come after me. Well, construction ship. The other thing that I can do is I can build an outpost. So this is not within my space. So that it is in my space. I'm not sure if I'm... There we go. Yeah, that isn't within my space. So let's see, construction ship. If I come over here and I build this, it's only 30. But that should expand out my border presence quite a bit. What happens if I built it here? 34. Alright, so it is a range from your border. What about over here? So that's a little bit more expensive. This would be ideal, though, this one here, for getting me more systems. But it wouldn't push the border over here where I want it. So I'm going to do it right in here. Might only give me access to one other system, this one here. But I'm hoping it will give me enough push here to give me that planet. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And over on Redwall, I am going to build... What's our fleet looking like now? So we've got 10 destroyers. I'm going to build 3 destroyers. How are we doing over here? We can upgrade the spaceports at the very least. And how about the surface? So we can build farm. Also, when we get, I keep forgetting, when we get the influence to do so, I'm going to need to upgrade here. Keep forgetting about that. And probably an empty space, I'm probably going to want to put...
Special project complete.
Okay, Arinthi secured. Small rodent-like creatures known as Arinthi are native to the planet, where their habitat extends across most of the planet's diverse climatic regions. They breed at an extremely rapid rate and seem to have a particular fondness for chewing on electrical cables. Procuring specimens was not a problem. In fact, after the initial creatures were collected, more of them made their way onto the science vessel by hitching rides on the science ship's orbital shuttles. Exactly why the Museum of Exobiology requested Arinthi specimens remains a mystery. Alright, so we got 1 specimen and 250 society research. Well, you know what? I think this is a good point to go ahead and put a cut in the video, so I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.